All right, let's talk about something we've all experienced. The power goes out, right? That sudden quiet, fumbling around for your phone's flashlight. It's a pretty jarring reminder of how much we rely on this invisible network of wires running through our walls. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and see what it really takes to keep that system running, especially in a place like East Texas, where, let's be honest, the weather can throw some serious curveballs. So, you ever see your lights flicker for no reason? Or maybe you get that little knot in your stomach every time a big storm rolls in, wondering if this is the one that's going to knock out the power? Well, that stuff isn't just annoying. It's often a sign of a bigger issue, like an old, overloaded electrical system. For homeowners, that's a huge safety red flag. And if you're a business owner, well, every minute the power's out is money straight down the drain.
Okay, so what's the solution? What does it really take to handle all these electrical challenges? Well, we're going to dive into that by looking at a company that's been doing it right in the Mount Vernon area for a long, long time. They're a perfect example of what real expertise looks like.
For more than 30 years, Bohlken Electric has been the go-to for honest, dependable service. And think about that for a second. 30 years. Think about how much our lives have changed electrically in that time. We've gone from maybe one TV and a desktop computer to having smart everything, charging stations, and businesses that are completely reliant on constant power. That's a massive shift. And that number, 30 plus, it's not just a number on a truck. It means they've seen it all. Decades of changing codes, new technologies popping up, and all the unique little quirks you only find in East Texas wiring. That's a massive library of experience to have in your back pocket when you're dealing with something as tricky and frankly as dangerous as electrical work. And this is our whole philosophy right here. We treat every job as if it were our own. I mean, that sounds nice, but in the electrical world, that's a huge deal. It means you're not cutting corners to save a few bucks, you're using parts that are built to last, you're thinking about how this fix is going to hold up years from now, not just getting it done quickly. All right, let's switch gears and talk about what this all means for you, the homeowner. Because when it's your house, where your family sleeps, yeah, electrical safety is not something you mess around with. So here's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Troubleshooting, that's for when you have those weird, random issues that drive you crazy. Lighting upgrades are awesome for modernizing your space and, hey, saving on your electric bill. And panel replacements, super important, especially in older homes. Your old panel was not built to handle a giant TV, two computers, an air fryer, and an EV charger all at once. And of course, living in this part of Texas, we all know the drill with storms. The wind starts howling, the lightning flashes, and you just know the power grid is taking a beating. It can leave you in the dark for hours, sometimes even days. That's why so many people are turning to backup generators. An expert can install a system, like a Generac, that's wired right into your house. The cool thing is, you don't have to do anything. The second the power goes out, it kicks on automatically. Your fridge stays cold, your AC keeps running. It's just total peace of mind. Okay, so that's the home front. But what about businesses? Well, all those same rules about safety and reliability, they get amplified. Because now we're talking about your livelihood, your operations, and your bottom line. Yeah, for a business, downtime is a really expensive word. It's not just an inconvenience. It means you're losing sales, your production line stops. You might even lose data. A good commercial electrician's job is to make sure your power is rock solid, so that never even becomes a worry. And commercial work covers a lot of ground. You've got wiring for brand new buildings, which has to be planned perfectly. Things like keeping the parking lot lights on, that's a huge safety issue. And of course, putting in energy-efficient systems is just smart business. It can save a company a ton of money over the long haul. So, we've talked about what they do for homes and businesses, but now let's get to the why. Why do people in East Texas trust them? It really just boils down to a couple of core promises. It's pretty simple, really. First, they just do honest, dependable work. No shortcuts, done right the first time. Second, you're getting a licensed master electrician. That's the highest level of certification you can get. It means they really know their stuff. And third, they're local. They live here, they're part of the community, and their reputation means everything. Okay, so let's say you've got an electrical issue or a project in mind. What do you do? How do you make sure you get the job done right? Let's walk through the next steps. First things first, and this is probably the most important thing I'll say. Please do not try to DIY your electrical work. It's just not worth the risk. You're talking about the potential for fire, for serious injury. I mean, it's just one of those things you absolutely have to leave to the professionals. The process should be super simple. You call and you get fast, dependable service. You should always be able to ask for a clear, upfront quote so you know exactly what you're getting into. And hey, you should be able to just get honest answers and solid advice from an expert. It's as easy as that.
So, if you're in East Texas and need the kind of expert service we've been talking about, here's the number to call. It's 903-563-9377.
So we'll leave you with this one last thought, and it's a good one to ask yourself no matter where you are. Is your property powered by an expert? With everything in our lives running on electricity, making sure that system is safe and reliable, well, that's one of the smartest investments you can make for your home or your business.